I think it would have been nice to be told a bit more in high school, but it hasn't affected me too much. I'd be happy learning about it now, because I think now I'm going to start working. College is the right place to learn about it.
Be mae pobl yn ddisgwyl o'na chi mewn byd gwaith ac sut i ymdopi efo fatha bob dim.
I don't think we were prepared prepared for that enough. I think there was quite a bit of emphasis on going straight into college. That was the main kind of idea. I know people that did go straight into work, and they didn't really have a lot of they didn't have incentives off the school. They had a bit of help research-wise, but most of them had their plan way before the teachers even kind of tried to help. So.
But if I did want to go to work, that's one of the reasons I had no idea what I was going to be doing, or like how to pay tax or bills or anything. I had no idea how to do that, and basically the answer for it is that they ready you for college but not for life.
They come anyway, and like you'll slowly get there eventually. Like it doesn't seem like much of a step.
You can be born with gifts, and but a lot of people aren't, so they do need to be taught these skills to be able to go into work. But I do think a lot of it's mental, because to sit down and interview does take courage. Now there are a lot of people who can't actually do it, so I think you definitely need confidence, you need people skills, you need manners as well.
Positivity and just making sure you work well, confidence, things like that. Experience as well.
I think, in my opinion, the most important skill is teamwork and good communication skills, because they're the most things you're going to be using in work. Like basically any job. At a shop, you're talking to customers, you need to be enthusiastic and talk to them and be polite and know those kind of just common knowledge basically, and how to act around certain people.
Dwi'n siŵr iawn, ond swn i'n deud rhywun sy'n gallu gweithio'n annibynnol heb lot o... heb orfod cael rhywun yna drwy adeg efo nhw. Rhywun sy'n gwrando dda, cyfathrebu, gweithio'n galad, rhywbeth o dda.
Definitely communication. I think that's really important for you to have. Obviously, you need to be able to speak to different age groups and adults and young children, and also teamwork and leadership skills might come into that as well.
I did work experience in high school. I worked at a co-op, and there they kind of taught me a few things about if you are going to work in this kind of retail, then this is what you need to know. I learned a bit there, but not too much in high school.
O versi bac, fatha, da ni'n mynd drwy be pobl sy'n chwilio amdano fo. Rwy'n sy'n chwilio am waith, a drwy neich bach o ymchwil ar y we.
We did have a few PowerPoints. It was mostly in the Welsh Baccalaureate lessons of the kind of skills that you're going to need. But I do think there's an emphasis about the skills throughout the 5 years that we were in school. They do emphasise that you need communication and leadership and teamwork skills, and they do try and do activities to promote this.
College goes so quickly and it's over before you know it. You kind of got to think, oh, what am I going to do now? So it's really important that you think of like, what's the plan ahead? Otherwise it's a bit stuck. But no, college always really helpful. There's so many people to talk to, especially like your main tutor. There's a lot of people to speak to and they give you a lot of advice.
Ella fysa fatha, dwi'n gwybod bod ni'n neud chydig bach yn bac am yr faedd. Ella fysa gwers, ddim lot o wersi, ond ambell i wers ar just gyrfaoedd a sut i fewn y syth i byd gwaith.
I think the Welsh back lessons were quite good. Looking back, I hated it at the time, but they were quite useful in the presentations and stuff that we received. And I do think that I should have made more use of them, because they did give you quite a decent idea of how it would be.
No 16-year-old that's just left school is going to have 10 years of experience on the side. They need to be able to train them, and if that takes extra resources, fine, because you might have, sitting in the interview, a lad with no qualifications, a lad that's just come in willingly just because his mum's pressured him. But you will never know unless you take these extra resources to help them if you've got the next best employee that you've ever seen in the company.
To consider obviously the generation gap, like what they think that employees need are probably way different to what we think they need and what we've been taught, and I just think they need to be mindful of that gap.
To always give someone a chance, as in like, if they haven't got any experience, they can always gain it when they come with experience anyway. So it's always good to give someone a chance because you don't know what will happen.
Some employers expect a bit too much from young people because it's their first job and they haven't had like any experience, so you got to start somewhere.